Hello there, folks. How's it going? Once again, Admin and Captain Fox back in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles Resolve.
For the last case, apparently.
Yes, we're on the final chapter. I had a feeling this one case is going to be a two-parter because there's a lot going on to be solved in a single episode.
Indeed.
So let's jump right into it because there's way too much thing going on.
I have a feeling this is going to be great.
Yep. The Resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I get to voice the royal figures.
Okay. Final chapter. The Resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Written by him, apparently. So, the time finally come. Today, we unravel everything. I'll be counting on your support more than ever today, Miss Susato. Sure, whatever. Miss Susato. Yeah!
Wow.
Oh no! What's the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Nothing. I was just saying I'll be relying on your support today, but... I'm so sorry! Of course, I know I can be very incompetent at times, but... I shan't let you down! But apparently you can throw me down.
I never said I wouldn't throw you down.
Would you mind helping me to my feet then? Oh dear, I'm very sorry! Susato-san isn't her usual self at all. But that's hardly surprising, I suppose. She just found out her father is a partner of a world-famous detective. Not to mention... good morning, sir! Alright. Lord Van Sykes.
Forgot about me, have you? Thank you for all your efforts yesterday.
Hold on.
We finally get to my big scene and you have to take a break? What do I even pay you Nipponese for? Are you in or are you skin?
Anyway, sorry. Did I hear that correctly?
What?
No, nothing. Just, I hope we can clear things up today. I really can't make this man out. His face says, I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today.
His face says, I hate you, but his voice says, I love you.
In fact, he hasn't been beating Reaper-like at all since that all began yesterday. Lord Van Sykes isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruhodo. How many times we had to go through this? Good point.
The Reaper, I suppose in hindsight. I shouldn't have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged. It was my tactic acceptance of that pseudonym. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all this.
But you're not to blame for that, Lord Van Sykes. It's only because serious crime in the capital drop off so sharply when the public start calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it?
To be frank, I'm not sure what... Hold on, let me try that again. To be frank, I'm not sure that was the sole reason.
What do you mean?
There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of my late brother. And that having been slain by that evil killer, Clint's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod. To wield a deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not.
Yes, we heard that story too.
When I lost him, I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do. And so, in some small way, I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a little less keenly. Even if I knew it was just an illusion, just some nonsense conjured up by an over-imaginative public.
He was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clint Van Sykes. Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters.
Duke. He was actually Duke Van Sykes.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know that you didn't take anyone's life. And I intend to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in court today.
I never thought I'd say this. But I can see it in your eyes, that burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception. I can't deny it any longer. You are the love of my life. I mean, you are absolute integrity. Yes.
Thank you.
Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air?
Oh, Iris, when did you get here? Oh.
I brought you one of my special blends. Hurley loves it. He says it helps him to clear his head. And I thank you. Oh.
That's sure the first and last time I'll ever see a sight like this. You seem different today, Iris.
Oh?
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I am not.
What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Scythe's laboratory.
Alright then. Good luck to you both, and this gun that I'm gonna bring into court. I have to make a move now. Oh shit, she's gonna shoot the judge!
Oh! You're not staying? I thought you wanted to watch today's proceedings.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously. But I've got lots to get ready.
Get ready? For what?
Oh yes. Would you like this?
Isn't that one of the little felt dolls that you're usually dangling for your knapsack?
Yes, it's a lucky charm. A little Hurley that I made once.
That's odd. It's a bunny. For some reason I thought it as a hound or a wolf. A Hurley. More like a Harley to me.
Yeah, I can hardly believe this is supposed to be the great detective. What poor craftsmanship. If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull on this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
This is not a grenade, is it?
Well, I'm not saying anything. You're the one who said it.
Pull his ears?
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck and explosives. I think you might need it.
A little though, Mr. Jones in Hereford. I've been told to take it easier if I run out of option in this trial today. You think that we'll need this luck?
Let's examine it. Well, I wonder if we can pull the ears now.
Let's see.
Nope, all we can examine is the ears.
What a charming little rabbit version of Mr. Jones. Do you suppose how Iris sees him? Are you right, Mr. Hodel? Your eyes are very boring for those ears. Oh, sorry. I was just wondering. What is supposed to happen if I were to tuck his ear with all my might right now? And shall we find out when the time is right? Or when the plot
When
says
the moon is right.
To become a proper gentleman, you really must learn stoic patience. But I want to know. Besides, I thought he would be a wolf. Oh,
Maybe
Mr.
there's a
Hodel.
wolf under the rabbit. I just sneaked a peek inside the courtroom. And it seemed very different to normal.
Oh no, there's gonna be a jury this time.
Yes, it would seem that a certain someone has decided to pull out all the stops.
What does that mean? What about Mr. Shum, Cyrus?
I don't know. He was out all night and he hasn't come home by the time I left this morning.
Oh, I see. Was Professor Mikotoba out all night too, do you think, Mr. Sato? Yes, it was Simpson at the Grande Hotel this morning. And apparently they didn't come back to their room last night at all. They. Father and Yoshioku, I mean. Yoshioku too? That's right. Nobody appears to have either of them seen either there since yesterday.
Suspicious. Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to begin session. Please make your way inside to the courtroom at once. Good luck then, Reno. Good luck, Susie.
Oh, this should be good. Yes, thanks, Iris.
And you too, Mr. Reaper. I hope it goes well. Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing. Oh, I'm so glad!
We must go inside now, Lord Van Sykes. Lord Van Sykes has always been the formidable prosecutor I had to lock horns with in court. But not today. Today I battle with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend, Kazuma Sugi, who I trust more than anyone else in the world. Now I understand what it was that it drew me here to Britain all those months ago. Now I know exactly what destiny had stored for me. It's all been leading up to this one day, to this one trial, to this one final reckoning. Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
Where's the judge?
It feels even more oppressive here than it did yesterday. There are cold stares piercing like me like knife from all sides today. Ah! Mr. Arjado! Look! Oh my god!
Hello, bitches!
Lord Strongheart? Castlemouth has known beforehand.
The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundations of our country's legal system. The escape of the of a condemned criminal on the night of his execution, the subsequent unlawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in the jailbreak. Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment. By royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial, and one over which I, male Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority.
Oh my fucking god. Wait, what? The 6-year fleet just... What sorcery is this?
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery are distinguished members of our judiciary, assembled to bear witness to a fair judicial process. In other words, a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart.
Wow, you can...
On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Sykes. You are a prosecutor of exceptional talent. Much like your brother Clint, in fact.
Oh!
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. For the trial of Barak von Zykes, who officially stands accused of murder. Counsels for the prosecution and defense, are you in full readiness to proceed?
The defense is ready, my lord.
As is the prosecution. Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact.
Holy shit, that's the sound right now. It's hitting hard.
There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard. Hold on, this video is freezing up on me. Here we go. Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret, which Scotland Yard knew nothing about. And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice. Mr. Daily Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification and present himself around the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work when in fact, he wasn't. At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories of the time deep inside of himself as a means of self-preservation. Because whilst he was engaged as chief warder at Barclay Prison, he abetted a convict's escape. Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinners. He's recovered enough to give a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He is formally admitted to posing at Gregson while investigating the Red-Headed League. Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed 1 day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound. The prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord. Really, go ahead, Prosecutor Asogi. I met once with the coroner yesterday to discuss the issue. Oh my god, why is it this slow down? She confirmed that the defense's suggestion could not be ruled out.
Okay, let me restart it. Hold on.
I don't think it's you! Hold on,
No?
let me restart.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue.
Okay. Ugh.
It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on 31st October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report that includes the amended details.
He said the fin.
We're the one who updated it, but the official opinion of the investigation team was made clear yesterday. That the time of death was 5 p.m. on 1st November. There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however. It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled. And that's out of the question. There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse.
My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it truly.
Very well. The court will accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate, it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Fresno Street incident. It would, yes, especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities. Do I sense the prosecution has some information regarding those activities? Scotland Yard put an enormous effort into investigating the precise matter yesterday. I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation work. So the prosecution calls its first witness now.
I think who it is. Oh, there you go.
State your name and occupation for the court.
Inspector Yasta, report. Scotland Yard.
A self-conferred rank, but never mind.
Gina? Again? What about What with that? Gina? Again? Look at. Guy allowed. You really need to put a fucking check now. About man the world of me. No, don't matter. I did.
Oh, Inspector Gregson, you mean?
Jag har slappnat in to me under the wing. I'm here like I'm proper. So that's why. I the better person to say yes, bigger for him. Oh, Gina. Right. Out of the goodness of Gregson's heart. Not at all that he had his arm twisted by Mr. Shums. No.
What's relevant to these proceedings is that the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations yesterday has revealed that the victim was carrying out some assignment the police knew nothing about. Very troubling.
That face. Lord Strongheart knew!
So, Inspector Lestrade, let's hear exactly what it says in that report.
All right, sir. I'm supposed to follow other investigate also. But I such as the bar office, so I was looking at a lot of things making. I called her. The boy was looking for some smuggling dealing that day. Look like a big job out. But the company was on that jack. But my boy, the winner saw a rebound to play to. Smuggle goods? I don't know. Do I? I don't tell you what reason about.
Tobacco, tea, spices, medicines, goods of all sort flow into London by illegal channels from across the globe. It's well known that they're disposed of at irregular black markets that take place in the capital. But the police are rarely able to locate them in time.
So Inspector Gresson was investigating one of those black markets.
And it's been suggested that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity. No doubt Gregson was trying to avoid details of his investigations being leaked into the involved parties. That would explain why he was operating on his own authority without the Yard's knowledge.
And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time?
In a particular room of a certain exclusive London gentlemen's club.
I need to hear this.
And on the day in question, the accused is known to have been there. That's the conclusion of Scotland Yard's investigation into the matter.
That can't be! We haven't heard anything about any of this.
Members of the club have testified to it.
Oh no.
There's no question. The accused, Baroque von Sykes, was present. And that would be very significant testimony then.
Oh my, but... Lord Van Sykes has no mention of this at all!
In short, Lord Van Sykes had ample opportunity to murder the victim.
Damn.
Very well then. Counsel for the defense, begin your cross-examination.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, that I supposed to fall all I'm betting I want it all. Hold it. So, you follow orders, do you, Gina? Not me. I don't want you see. Oh. Well, all we got is a bit older for me. Grab us some fish and chips or go and get to your grab at the cowhen. So errands more than orders then.
This detective is still an apprentice after all.
Oh yeah. Apprentice around way to the wall to yeah, Baba. Now why be doing the man back there what happened? I am not fighting fair. Well, let's say out the bar office to him, no one gonna think about it. Hold it. So you went through Inspector Gresson's thing? Yeah, let's try investigation. I'm sure your superiors will be delighted that you're taking the initiative. So I know that the office will know I'm well. I know what I'm a job. You're lucky at that. I have no style on the street. This is sounding less and less like investigation, and more like something else.
The prosecution understands that it was this very detective who discovered the notebook.
Oh, God, right. No, I'm best blasphemous pride and trust is she's metal Toby. Well, father, you know what a death drive and a false button. That's actually impressive. I'm surprised. So, I got a miss, welcome, find me, so I go to butcher one minute, eh? So, otherwise, you follow me out. Follow me out, go to the street. I give it a dollar, Lion. And what will me, it will never be found. According to what, the four officers smuggling good the other day. Hold it. Do you have any idea where those dealings were taking place? Yeah. Oh, here the boss now. Let's remember. Let's see.
As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at a gentleman's club.
Yes, I remember. But I was hoping to find out the name of the club.
That won't be necessary.
What?
It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in future. Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings.
Oh, what about? Yeah, I gotta do it right now. I could too. I got a ring game ball now. Can I show you where I can do? Oh, what I know? The judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. I could try to find out. What should I do?
Insist.
I insist on myself. This is a close court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked.
As I explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair. The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine. No, my lord. The prosecution has no objection.
Kazuma?
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into these black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on the day in question. If the defense requires to know the club's name, the prosecution has no intention of being obstructive.
Aye then! I get to show my reading skill! I am a fine castle! Apparently, what's gonna happen? A gentle clown called the Cruise.
Alright, let's press again.
Hold it. The Cruise. What sort of a club is that?
I think it's Grouse.
I ain't gonna fuck this club anytime, my friend. But I can't kill you.
They're not places where a foreign student like you would be readily admitted.
How'd you look in the mirror recently? I'll tell you what. Me and she's better to make go and cover. Could you, though? I could pick out who I see all the bad what the? I really don't think you should go picking out anything. Anyway, that's where the black market dealings were going to take place is. I gotta be at the low ranking detective, Jack reckon. That's the even lower ranking detective. Look like a big job, but come on, I need yet. Hold it. So how had Inspector Gregson come to find about it in that case? That's the question, eh? But you're a peddler. And why didn't he inform Scotland Yard of his findings? Yeah, that one thing in my house. I call, you're a peddler. When it suits you, yes. Anyway, honest. Don't be 1 o'clock, no question. You can't say that for certain, though, surely. What my mother went outside the rebound play too? Hold it. Lord Van Sykes was at the club?
He was. Detectives who visited the club yesterday to make inquiries have confirmed it. Several members report having seen the accused being admitted in the room in question as a guest. Wait, you saying that he seeks out the ladies? I love it! I love what you did with that!
I knew it. Anyway, it looks like there was speeding that he was there then.
It's like, Van Sykes fucks? What?
Well, we know that Lord Van Sykes was investigating Inspector Gregson, don't we? Perhaps he's already discovered the Inspector's secret notebook, which led him to the club, you mean? Maybe. Personally, then, there are also witnesses who can testify that Gregson was there.
None have been identified at this time, no.
So the all-important victim wasn't seen at this mysterious club. Oi! Ask Inspector Lester here! So that's all I got to work with. There's no holding back with that ice-cold stare of hers, is she? I really don't know what to make out of all of this. Lord Van Sykes told us that he was investigating Inspector Gregson. But he never once mentioned that he met the inspector the day before the incident. You don't think Lord Van Sykes could have been lying to us, do you? That's not the only way to explain this. Oh? Is everything Lord Van Sykes has told us is true? Then there must be a mistake in this testimony somewhere. You mean there are details we're yet to uncover? Exactly. A clue, perhaps, that even Gina hasn't noticed. That's what should we be looking on from here. So something about the name.
Alright, what was it statement 3 again?
Yes. The grouse. Okay. All grouse. Okay. Let's see. No? Nope.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. What was the steamship's name?
Oh, wait. Yeah. What is it?
Investigate it.
Okay. Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grouse. First class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11 September, blah, 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 blah.
It wasn't a gentleman's club, it was a steamship.
Ah, that's got a bolt. Oh my god, that's even worse now. Yep. Yeah, it's a ticket we need to present then.
Yep.
It seems that you not to keep the keeper, man, do you think? Yeah, we talked about this already. Can we move on? Fine. Okay, we're presenting this. Alright. Here we go. Objection! I read about these clubs that exist here in Britain. As I understand it, they're places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues.
Don't imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted.
Seriously, you're a mere crack or something. Anyway, do we know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse?
The police are currently looking for evidence, but haven't found anything definitive yet.
And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that the place Inspector Gretchen was secretly going to visit on 31st October may not have been a gentleman's club at all.
You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force there, Counsel.
Yeah, I've been doing it for quite a while. Deal with it.
If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it?
A steamship.
You think it's a ship?
I have the evidence to prove it. Here!
Let me see that. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy. What the fuck?
No, the other side, my lord.
Be more specific next time. Ugh. This would appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes. The SS Grouse. Objection! So there's a steamship named the Grouse that happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say, there's a flaw in your logic there.
How?
Look at the ticket. Notice the date of arrival in port. And the ship arrived in the port of Dover on 1st November. The day on which the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street. In other words, on the day in question here, 31st October, when the victim was on his clandestine mission, that ship hadn't yet docked on British shores. And that would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging.
Objection. The fact that the steamship hasn't reached Britain Society and the defense assertion that the victim was investigating the SS grounds of the day in question.
Then show your evidence for that assertion.
Very well.
Huh.
Ow!
In that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now.
The passport.
Evidence that substantiates your claim to the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on 31st October.
Is the freaking passport. Take that!
What's this? A passport for travel issued by to the victim? Dated 31st October? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector body was discovered, there's a distinct possibility he wasn't even in the country.
Ugh. Order! Order! This document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized.
The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover, it docked on the northern coast of France for the night. According to my father, who was on board, at the port of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, France. What could possibly have taken the victim there? I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I certainly didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport.
Nani? You mean you knew about this?
The prosecution strategy for this trial has been laid down by the Crown Prosecution Office.
Oh, motherfucker.
On the day before the incident, the victim was investigating contraband dealings at a London club. That's the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations and the line the prosecution has been asked to follow. But personally, I don't agree. I think the prosecutor's office is trying to hide something.
What?
And now that you've expertly disproven their assertion, I intend to reveal that what I believe that something to be. What are you playing at, Prosecutor Asogi? A courtroom is a forum for the truth, my lord. Which is why it's my duty to present all the facts without exception. Let me guess, this was your intention from the outset, wasn't it? The reason Inspector Gregson secretly made his way to the steamship docked in France on the day in question was to carry out a mission for the Reaper.
Oh my god, we're going with this. The Reaper?
Order! Order! What on earth are you saying, Counsel?
And for crying out loud, what that stuff is made of?
It's made of tungsten. The prosecution made an assertion in court yesterday. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. But in reality, the truth is the opposite of that.
What?
Inspector Gregson wasn't investigating the Reaper at all. He was, in fact, acting for the Reaper.
So, you're saying the mission he was undertaking was...
Obviously, an assassination. Barak von Zykes never carried out any of the actual killings. Whenever the Reaper's victims lost their lives, he always had a cast-iron alibi. Which tells us that he must have had an accomplice. And you claim that was Inspector Gregson.
Hold it. Hold it. Oh, we are just saying it. But no, something like that.
And yet, when you consider all the facts, it all makes perfect sense.
No! We also arrived at the same conclusion, didn't we? That Inspector Gregson was operating as the Reaper. Even so, there's no way that the person giving him his orders was Lord Van Sykes. No, the true Reaper is somebody else. Baron Van Sykes is not the Reaper.
A predictable response from someone who's advocating for the man.
And even if it's true that Gregson was operating as an agent for the Reaper, the suggestion that he went aboard the SS Grouse on an assassination mission doesn't follow at all.
Oh? You have some solid reason for doubting the assertion, do you, Counsel?
Absolutely. It's very simple. On the day in question, nobody was killed aboard that steamship. Professor Mikotoba and Joshi Yoku were on that very ship. If someone had been assassinated, certainly would be heard by now. What's so funny?
You're right, of course. No suspicious deaths were reported on board the ship. But I think perhaps you've missed the point. That's precisely why Inspector Gregson himself lost his life.
What?
Gregson did board the SS Grouse that night with the intention of dispatching his mark. But his mission ended in failure.
Failure?
It seems that the defense hasn't yet grasped a very important detail here.
What are you talking about? What detail?
Inspector Gina Lestrade.
What?
The victim's notebook that you read an excerpt from earlier. That doesn't contain details of secret investigations at all. It describes 10 years of assassination plots to be carried out by the Reaper of the Bailey.
I'm lying! If I were blonde over that will come in. The ball went the Reaper. Or Gina.
There's no question that Tobias Gregson was heavily involved in the Reaper's activities. You may just be an apprentice, but if you spent any time at Scotland Yard, you must have heard rumors.
I had nothing. I really Robin.
Then testify again as a representative of Scotland Yard. Consider it your chance to defend your boss.
I don't.
I concur. The witness will give a new formal testimony. Miss Lestrade, you will tell the court everything you know about Inspector Gregson's secret notebook.
I did a lot of stuff about Whipper going on with the pattern, yeah. Now, victim, day, play and stuff. And I tell you what, that he fell over. It's a grounds on the place for that date, and then they nailed the mark. There was a note about him being a criminal walk up there with a gripper 10 years ago or something. But but they love it. He was investigating, but also.
I think if we press her too much, she's going to break down.
Yeah.
Okay, personal opinion out of your testimony, witness. We require only established fact here.
This must be some harm on her.
You can't deny it now, surely, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What can I deny?
The notebook contained the name of the final mark and location where the assassination would take place. That information that the victim could only have known if he was working with the Reaper.
Ah!
So, who was to be his final mark? Go ahead, Inspector Lestrade. Read the name for the court. The name that's written alongside the entry that mentions the grouse on 31st October.
Oh. How do you read that, Ian? Reading still not her strong suit. I ain't the problem, why, the fine, eh? In English! Yeah, to it. So it's someone from overseas. Oh, yeah, buy of it. Seishiro? Eh? Ah, yeah. Seishiro. Okay, you? Maybe? What? No, it can't be. Seishiro Jigoku? But that's just Jigoku.
Seishiro Jigoku. Certainly not an English name, you're right.
Objection! But that can't be right. I know just Jigoku, and I saw him the day before yesterday, here in London. So I know for a fact that man hasn't been assassinated.
As I said, the Reaper failed.
Oh my god. Oh.
Gregson missed his chance to kill his mark and return to British shores. But the Reaper wouldn't tolerate the mistake. So he killed the inspector. Personally.
Ugh.
The Reaper, of course, being the accused. Barak von Zykes. It's an undeniably logical argument.
Kazuma, you planned for the trial to go this way all along, didn't you? Whoa.
Hold it! Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice while I stand accused of murder.
How you got that? Lord Van Sykes!
The accused has no right to speak uninvited in court. You will return to the dock. And I say nothing of whether or not I'm the Reaper. That's the task of this court to decide. But there is one thing I can say unequivocally. That girl is no detective.
Eh? No, right. Inspector.
Repeating rumors heard around the yard, reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin. That's not testimony, it's practically a script. No doubt the rest of the trial will go exactly as you've clearly planned. Your hatred of me is understandable. In your mind, I'm sure I am the Reaper who sent your father to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming far more sinister Reaper yourself. By attempting to have me condemned with this feeble excuse for testimony. What did you say?
Mr. Rajado, this is our chance!
Swipe the
lord.
notebook.
The defense requests the defendant be allowed to speak. He may be privy to important information privy to important information related to the testimony just given by the witness.
Do I have to club a bitch?
Yeah, that looks terrifying.
Very well. I'll make an exception and grant the request. The defendant may remain in the witness stand for the cross-examination. Then allow me to toast the court's impartiality. Don't raise your glass in my direction, sir. Counsel for the defense, begin the cross-examination immediately.
Ow. At once, my lord. Yeah, the boss will be a button, yeah? Hold it. In other words, it shows that Crescent was basically acting as the Reaper. No, yeah. I only mentioned it. Oh, so we have to wait for his reaction. Got it. Yeah, come here, investigate Reaper's sticker. No, find out.
If I may,
Oh, this is different.
when originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial.
But you carry out your investigation into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you? Also, there's an ad coming up, so please hold on.
Why, yes, of course.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Thank you. Crime Paw.
Yeah, it's because he likes to do criminal things in the games that he plays.
Okay. So yeah, this is right you need to read.
Yep. Yes, and those investigations proved conclusively that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper.
Oh, ow! Well,
The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization. With you as its head? I had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. So I'd been able to check the most recent entry in his book. I knew the location.
you know it said grouse.
Believing it to be referring to the Gentleman's Club, I went there on the day in question to investigate alone.
Ah, so that's why several members of the club claim to have seen you there.
But of course, the inspector was not there.
Okay, so there is a clock named Grouse. Okay. Or so he claims.
Because at that time, he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Yes, speaking of the trunk.
Oh.
Are we going to look at the trunk? Yes. Wait, look at that. Look at that gash.
Yes?
That gash, there's something about that gash. You see something poking out of it?
Actually, yes. Since his gash accent here, it's gone right to the leather and into the metal behind. Gosh, what a metal chest like this to be badly damaged. Whatever made the gash must have been struck the side of the truck with considerable force. I wonder how it happened.
Let's open the trunk.
Okay. Let's have a look inside. Oh,
what is that?
Wait, I didn't notice that. Do you see that? There's something stuck in the side of the trunk there. It's glinting. It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged so tight, like I can't remove it. Well, don't cut yourself. You better leave it, I think. I didn't notice that. Huh.
A tip of a knife.
Interesting.
Someone tried to knife Gregson.
I see.
All right, so let's tuck that nugget away for a future instance.
Okay. I did miss that.
Very well, then. Back to your testimony about the contents of his notebook.
Hi. Is something wrong, Mr. Ohodo? You seem a little shocked by something a moment ago. Oh, no, it's alright. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Now, better play a thought, and the light was telephone over. Hold it. Names of victims, dates, places, and stuff. What in particular? Well, as I bit the name, this one name kept cropping up. What other name was that? It's a while, Toyo, Esther. The same now, right in over about. You mean Assassin? Yeah, other one. Should I find you somewhere? Weren't you listening yesterday?
Assassin, the assassin.
What? Killing me?
Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack. He investigated the marks thoroughly, finding out when they would be vulnerable and who to use to get at them. But the person actually executing his plans was someone else, you're saying? If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes.
Then perhaps what is said on the passport document? Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. Could that additional person have been?
Clearly the assassin, who was meant to take Sashiro Jigoku's life.
There's only one problem with that. She was out there already.
Yeah, she was already dead, so someone else was an assassin.
Gina, can you confirm that? Against the final entry that listed Grouse and Seishiro Jijoku. What name was written? Oh, well, I'm the only entry that had a name to it. What? You had a question mark somewhere, I think.
In other words, Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case. But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not?
Oh, how infuriating! A nameless assassin.
Where have I heard that story before?
Yep. That ground bear man, and then the other back. Hold it. And you're saying that the mark listed was Seishiro Jijoku? That was it! Funny, now you got me. And I thought your name was. So pleased to have lost my crown there.
Mr. Jigoku is the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judicature. And I remember the man. He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago. Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart. That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say.
So Lord Strongheart was just Jijoku's mentor.
If I'm not mistaken, and I have little reason to doubt myself, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now.
10 years ago, after that fateful case.
Precisely. In the aftermath of the Professor case, his reputation was organized immediately. It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the inspector's notebook.
I didn't think I'd bother, but the money can't go even on now. I'll just get talking. Now I know about... Yeah, back up, I could go wild way for the people I caught the out something. Hold it. What do you mean, a criminal? Josh Jijoku is no criminal. Well, that's me, all the stuff. Oh, do you remember what Father told us? That Josh Jijoku did once appear in court here in Britain. It was related to the Professor case, I'm sure. Yes, of course, you're right. Seishiro was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took to the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and actually managed to break within the stand. He also said some contentious words about the British Empire, for which he was charged.
Insulting the crown's a criminal offense, you know.
A lot of effort, if I remember that time. La fuck.
It was a pitiful situation, yes. I'd forgotten all about it, but I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens.
You did?
Why is this news to you? It was considered to be an adjunct to the Professor proceedings, you see. But he was acquitted after being told to make reparation for the damage caused to the stand.
How did he break it?
And there you have it. Have what? Surely the accused hasn't forgotten his own rule. That there's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court, guilty or innocent alike.
Oh, damn. He walked into that one. No! Are you suggesting that the reason Judge Jigoku was targeted for assassination?
The man was sent back to Japan immediately after the trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the mark returns to Britain once more. Perhaps now you start to see just how vindictive the Reaper is.
Come on, that's absurd. To take someone's life for that?
Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd, killing those who have been found innocent? Clearly the rules by which the man operates are beyond a sane person's comprehension.
But... Oh yeah, sure. I you have no bullshit. Gina? Oh, they know all about planning to kill people. They club us. Come on, all. Yes. Why you say nothing? Why aren't you shelling out objections? So, what? You're gonna find a flaw. You do actually. So we're lying here, no question. You gotta work out this. Please, one more. Damn.
That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony. I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective.
Ouch.
When this trial is over, you will forfeit your warrant card, Miss Lestrade. Is that clear?
I will not. Yeah, please, go away. Well, I know. Gina. So have I. After that little space of Gina's, I made up my mind. To do what, Mr. Ohodo? There was one point in this cross-examination when something was said just didn't sit right with me. One statement that seemed odd. Oh, do you mean? I'm not going to let Gina plead for help. Fall on deaf ears. Which one was it? The first one? Oh, God, I gotta find somewhere. Okay. Which one though? Although I need to press again.
What was the last statement?
Come on, hell, you gotta find somewhere.
Let's press this one.
Hold it. Hey, Izzy. I want to thank you.
Izzy.
I want to thank you, Gina. You helped me find my resolve. Eh?
What do you mean?
Amongst everything we heard during this cross-examination, there is one thing that defies explanation. One inconsistency.
What? An inconsistency?
Hey, Leola? I don't quite know what it means yet, but... Yes, there's an inconsistency in something that was said by...
That would be the prosecutor. That would be, yeah, that would be Kazuma. He said something.
Oh, yeah. Take that! By you, Kazuma Sogi.
Me? Is this some attempt at filibustering, counsel? Prosecutor Sodi has given no testimony. What are you suggesting I said that I was inconsistent?
You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I presented relevant pieces of evidence, I imagine you realize what you've done.
Very well then, counsel. Go ahead.
Well, I actually say at that point.
What evidence reveals this alleged inconsistency in something Prosecutor Asogi has said?
He mentioned the trunk, didn't he?
Yes, I believe he did.
Take that.
He did.
This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson.
A metal construction, is it? It's certainly very heavy. Ah, what's this? A blood stain? And a relatively fresh one, too. Ugh.
What? You mean that engraved for the both shipments?
Fresh blood on the inspector's trunk. That suggests that the victim was traveling with his luggage when he was killed. And that can't be. There was no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report.
Oh, Beppo. And yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it. But I found it! Me! With an awful towel! Which means that nobody should have known anything about the trunk. Oh, that's right. Unless, of course, we're talking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. Oh my god, what's going on? And yet, during the cross-examination of the witness just now, you said this, Kazuma.
Because at the time he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk.
Oh shit, he's living it. So the question is, how do you know about the inspector's trunk?
We know the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport?
Objection. But you knew it was a metal trunk. Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On 31st October, where exactly were you?
At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. I murdered Gregson there. Oh shit, got me again, Mr. Naruhodo. Is that the answer you're looking for, Ryunosuke?
Kazuma! What did you... I hadn't considered the possibility before, but... if Kazuma was on there the ship, then it can only have been for one purpose. No, Mr. Ohodo! Surely you don't think...
Yes, he was after Gregson's fish and chips. Come on, Ryunosuke, you know the rules. The only thing that really talks in the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him whenever he traveled. So as it stands, you've proven nothing.
Kazuma, are you challenging me to prove it, beyond all reasonable doubt, that you were that day in the same place as the Spectre?
He was there with Gregson.
There's a clue that you don't overlook, a secret that Trunk can tell us. Oh my god, the piece of the... And can't be sure at this point. I need to verify it. But I have a nasty feeling that I'm going to be right.
The accusation being made is deeply disturbing, but nevertheless we must test it. The defense will identify for the court where in the trunk this alleged clue is to be found. Where is the evidence that ties Prosecutor Asogi to Inspector Gregson?
We have to point it right?
Oh. No, we gotta open it first.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
Because the tip is on the inside.
All right.
Now we can do the tip, yeah.
So present it? Okay.
Yes.
Got it! There's a small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here. Like the tip of a blade. Eh? A blade? Kazuma! Slung around your waist as ever today. It's a steam blade Karuma.
Of course it is.
Won't you throw it here in this courtroom for all us to see?
Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is the son of London's most notorious killer. Bailiff! Watch Prosecutor Asogi like a hawk, but if he tries to run anyone through, do not do anything to stop him! That won't be necessary. You are ordered to watch him and watch him alone. Oh look, no tip.
Well, he has two swords. Oh no! The tip is broken. Oh, it is it's a fragment of metal from the trunk fixed together with the end of the sword. The question of who was there with the Inspector Gretchen will be answered. Agreed. Kazuma Sogi! Oh my god, he's taking a turn.
Expertly done, Ryunosuke. That's a point to you, and well deserved. Hey! Hold on. Do you mean to tell the court, Prosecutor Asogi? Yes, on 31st October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission.
So the additional person authorized to travel
was me. And the mission was the assassination of the Mark.
What? What? You mean? You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You are following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jigoku?
Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one. Explain. I accepted the assassination mission, yes, and I accompanied Gregson to Dunkirk. But I never had any intention of carrying out the plan.
You were never going to do it? We can believe Kazuma-sama, I'm sure. After all, Judge Jigoku arrived safely in London the following day. But not Gregson.
On 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We traveled to Dover, from where we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. When we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck, as indicated in the plan.
You were to Judge Jigoku's cabin?
Exactly. He wasn't there, though. We decided to wait, but...
But you already told us you had no intention of going through with it anyway.
I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning.
A boarding house in Dunkirk?
My signature will be in the register book. It would be simple enough to verify. Then, what became of Jigoku? Gregson was no assassin, so the mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that.
Oh my god, he's gonna say that.
I'm going to say the thing, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Gregson returned to England as well, having failed to complete the mission.
Oh, no, wait.
He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report his failure, causing the infuriated mastermind to pull the trigger and end his wretched agent's life.
Just insist on that.
That's the real truth behind Inspector Gregson's murder. Objection! But if you did nothing as you claim, how did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the inspector's trunk? I don't need to answer that.
Eh?
The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. And accordingly, I chose to exercise my right to silence on the matter.
He split the fifth.
Yes, but here's the thing. When you plead the fifth, you also lose the right to defend yourself against anything anyone says from that point onward about you.
Ooh.
Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence. As you wish, my lord.
We need to look at it right now.
Yep. We must take immediate action now.
So what? 4 pages of evidence.
Yeah, right? Isn't it great?
Karuma, the Grey Blade. It's such a thing of beauty. I want to gaze it for hours. Damn.
Go on, look at the tip.
The tip of great sword. Broken. It's such a shame. It's been so meticulously cared for over the years. I can almost hear Karuma's sobs. Karuma must have really felt taking a swing for that to happen.
Anything else? No? Nothing?
No. I thought it was gonna be something else, but no. The blade, okay. Nothing on the handle, nothing on the sheath. Yeah, there's nothing.
I guess that's it.
For now. We need contact to for.
We need to figure out how to get the middle tip out. To verify whether Seishiro Jigoku remains unharmed.
What? Remains unharmed?
I agree. That should be our first priority. It's recently come to my attention that he hasn't been seen since yesterday.
How do you...
When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise.
You don't mean to say that you think Judge Jigoku may have been killed?
The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. And he has the power and influence to give orders from the inside of a prison cell. Isn't that right, Lord Van Sykes? If I were truly the Reaper, I'd be able to tell you.
Damn.
Order! Order in the court! Order!
I would like a cup of caviar, if you please.
Bailiff! Club that man to death! I mean...
Ow! Ow, ow.
We'll take an emergency recess for 30 minutes. I get dibs on the monkey bars!
Now?
Guests of the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. If the man can't be located within half an hour, we will have to assume the worst.
Bailiff called him ugly. Oh no! Not just Jigoku!
No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who'd only just arrived in the country. Except, that is, for the Reaper wanting to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago. And I would have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake.
My lord.
I sincerely hope we are successful. If we are unable to confirm Mr. Jigoku's healthy existence in the next 30 minutes, you will face grave difficulties.
Ugh.
Court is adjourned for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
They never explained why they lit the jurors' flames.
Kazuma-sama, the Reaper's assassin. I feel as though I'm in a nightmare. I can hardly believe it either. But on the other hand, Kazuma is indeed in the habit of making up stories. I have such a terrible sense of foreboding. If something awful has happened to Yoshijoku, and I feel as though things will only spiral further and further out of control. I felt from the moment I stepped into the courthouse this morning. That strange sensation that we were carrying towards a foregone conclusion. Well, in the worst case, we might only have 30 minutes left. Unfortunately though, I don't think there's anything we can do but wait now. We're out of options.
Time to pull the rabbit's ears.
Actually, there might be one last hand we can play. Or rather, one last ear. Of course! The little Sean's doll that Iris gave us.
If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
Perhaps now is the time. What should I do? Should pull her the ears or not?
Pull! Pull the ears, Ryunosuke!
Here we go then. I'm going to do it. Good luck, Mr. Ohodo. Not looking back. Heave!
Ow!
That scream! Sounded like Mr. Scholes! Mr. Scholes, where are you?
Here, my dear fellow, here!
The fellow's all talking! Pull the ears again, Mr. Ohodo, as hard as you can! Alright then, I pull all my strength into this! Heave!
Oh! Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my ear off!
What the hell? Mr. Scholes, what are you?
Myself and my trusty partner are presently in the first-class cabin area of the SS Grooves.
Did she invented a transmitter? Wow. The SS Grouse?
She left Dover last night after the final pieces of cargo were loaded. We are currently docked at Dunkirk, but due to the underway again in half an hour.
You're taking a ship to France?
Please, even with my athletic prowess, I would struggle to jump the Straits of Dover. After we left Baker Street last night, we hurried by cab to the station and by train to the port, in order to board this vessel in time.
So, you mean you already worked it out? The distinction was where everything really took place!
Mr. Naruhodo, pray, what is my name?
Sherlock Holmes, world-famous great detective.
Recited to perfection. Well done.
You're a genius, Mr. Holmes! That's the only word for it! Heave!
Ow, 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 ow! Miss Susato, gently with this genius's ear, please!
Oh my! I am so sorry! If I may, Holmes.
Ah, there you are, Mikotoba.
You may remember that it was in fact I who made the connection to the SS Growls at Escolojan yesterday, when we examined that notebook and I recall my steamship ticket.
But of course it was, my dear fellow. And not once did I controvert that fact. I merely had our court-bound companions utter my name.
Yes, you did, didn't you? You're pulling the same bullshit you did as 10 years ago.
I love how we're in Mikotoba's perspective.
Yes. We just enter a recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now. And we were unable to present any new leads, I'm afraid to say.
Do not fret, please. It's for precisely that purpose that my partner and I have made this journey. I have no doubt we shall have welcome news for you within half the hour.
Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That will be wonderful.
Pshaw. Until later, then.
Yes, you'll be hitting for over on the line in first touch. Heave!
Ow, 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 ow! I shan't be hearing anything if you keep tugging my ear in that mindless fashion.
Whatever was the idea behind making a receiver operating that way in the first place?
Why the deuce would I know? It's Iris's invention, not mine.
Oh, now we're going investigation. Wise, I know so much you enjoy being the hero of the hour, Sholmes. We have but half an hour, half than now, before the growth puts to cease again. If we don't conclude our investigation rapidly, we shall find ourselves in Naples before long.
There are times, Mikotoba, when you make a surprising amount of sense. So, let us begin.
Put! First class cabin number 2. Yes, this is the one. But I don't believe an investigation of the cabin is going to be plain sailing. That crewman standing in front of the door is an angry-looking fellow. Why are you loading here? Who are you?
My dear fellow, do you not recognize a world-famous great detective when you see one? The question really ought to be, who are you?
Do you not recognize world-traveling great sailor?
Chicken Stroganoff.
Chicken Stroganoff, what you say?
Why is his name on his arm like that?
Great detective! Bah, I don't think so.
Do you see that, Mikotoba? It would appear that this man is a devoted follower of mine.
Goodness me, is that a tattoo? It says Sholmes?
I must say, while such adoration is flattering, naturally it does leave me a little cold.
What are you talking about? Leave now!
How distressing. My loyal devotee knows me only by name and not by appearance. And yet, I already know a great deal about you, sir. You have a brother, I believe. Like yourself, he's a shipman.
Oh, shit.
Currently traveling the world aboard a Russian steamship, in fact.
Fuck! How do you know this?
Elementary, my dear Mikotoba.
I'm sure it was. 3 days ago, I was bound for London aboard this ship, you see. We're looking for one of my fellow passengers, a man by the name of Jijoku. There is no one with that name on board. But we know that he purchased a ticket for passage. You mean Easterman? He left ship 2 hours ago. Here at Dunkirk. He said nothing about He said something about emergency. I think. What? Are you sure? So Seychelles realized what we're after him, has he?
His cabin is the one behind you. We should like to investigate, please.
9! I mean, no, wait.
That's German!
Sorry. How you say no in German?
Niet!
Niet! I have orders not to let even mouse inside. That Michael Mouse, he will pay!
Migatoba, be a good man and draw the sailor's attention away, would you? Make up some excuse so that he leaves the area.
Doesn't great detectives see that even sailors have ears, both left and right?
Curses! The plan is ruined!
And you only have yourself to blame, our friend Schultz. Oh my god, Mikoto is the only one who can sass him back. Forget it! Cabin lock is lock. Even if I'm not here, you cannot get inside.
Migatoba? I'm sure you haven't forgotten my special talent, have you?
Opening any lock.
Within a mere 5 seconds. So if you'd be so kind as to afford me the requisite time, old friend, in your typically accommodating manner.
How could I refuse such a typically unappealing request, old friend? So I need to distract that burly sailor for 5 seconds, do I?
Good man. So, the game is afoot.
Okay. This must be a mousetrap, I think. Perhaps
I've heard about these inventions.
Perhaps I should start the crewman's adventure with this somehow. Now let's check all the options. Or okay. Ow! Choo! Choo! That sounds like Michael Rodden in Trap. Choo! Choo! I will bring bucket of water later and put out misery.
Oh my god!
I don't like the sound of that.
It's gonna drown the rat. In any case, my dear fellow, that was quite unconvincing. Only Japanese mics make a choo sound.
Oh, really, chums? And pray tell, what does Russian mice make?
Pee, naturally, though also quite unconvincing, I readily admit. So go ahead, Migatoba, do a pee this time.
I need a bathroom for that. No, thank you. I'm sure I'll come up with an alternative solution. Let's try the bell then.
Oh yeah, the ship alarm.
This would appear to be an alarm bell. All hell will break loose if that thing were to ring. The whole crew will know about it.
Set it off.
Here goes then. Pardon me in advance. But, Joe, what are you doing? If we're at sea, that would be very bad in problem.
What's going on down there? Steven Stroganoff, report at once.
Oh, but... Sorry, sir. Nothing to report. It was just stupid trick, but stupid Japanese.
No.
No, not by me. By world fame. No, I told you. Now, son. Now.
Chicken, I'll have your head for this when we get back to Russia. Done. Not even 5 seconds.
Not even 5 seconds.
Well, don't just stand there gawking at my brilliance. Migatoba, in we go.
Oh, yes. Well, now. Oh! Good gracious.
It would appear that the occupant of this cabin did indeed disembark rather hurriedly. What if he's just in the trunk?
We'll see. Those clothes on the floor there. They're Seishiro's, without question.
Well, it seems we are just a little too late.
Hold on.
He's running around naked as we speak. Oh, the horror, the humanity. And once again, I am all alone in my endeavor. What is this? Me and my girls outside the club at 4 a.m. trying to figure out what a Nissan Honda Focus looks like. I've been there. Hi, Tanmux. I see you hiding out there. I do hope this isn't going to be like the entire thing in one sitting. Okay, no, it's not. We're actually almost done. Neat.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay. Very good.
So, how are you all doing tonight?
Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Yes, but about 2 hours.
Still, whilst we're here, we should investigate thoroughly. There may be well be 2 hours worth of clues to find in here.
But that burly crewman may return at any moment, Sholmes.
Indeed he may, which makes this all the more thrilling.
Okay. You're gonna take Malish out of that one, don't you?
Kogo said he was exploding.
Oh. According to the report I was given, Naruhodo was concealing himself in Asogi's wardrobe.
Indeed he was, and it was of a similar size to this one. Ah! You must climb inside yourself, my dear fellow.
Oh, Nani, whatever for.
It was the site of my first fateful meeting with Mr. Naruhodo. You can experience the moment for yourself now, complete with my dramatic rhetoric. Come along now, in you go. This will only take a moment.
Really, Schultz, surely you can just tell what you said.
Well, I added some brilliant remark and opened the wardrobe to reveal the stowaway murderer.
I think I'll just read about it in the Adventure Sherlock show.
Why is the tube stuffed there?
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. There's a speaking tube here, look. Throw is being stoppered with some claw. So if the voices of the crewmen on the bridge aren't an annoyance, I suppose.
Or indeed, so that the voices in this cabin aren't heard elsewhere.
Oh. Could something have happened here while was no over? You hear that was over no one's ears, do you think?
Neither that, or it could be to prevent snakes from entering.
That's really become a favorite case of yours, hasn't it?
And quite the exquisite glass, I might say. See here how it...
Still... It's something wrong, Sholmes. You suddenly trail off.
Ice, Mikotoba, ice! What opulence the first-class passengers enjoy. Chilled drinks.
Pardon.
Could it be that this steamship is equipped with an electrically refrigerated cold room, do you think?
Oh my god. Well, it is a luxury liner, after all. They have enormous refrigerators for storing all sorts of lavish produce as well as I.
Even human corpses, you'd say.
On our voyage from Japan, we enjoy culinary delights from all over the world.
Suddenly, Mikotoba. The sight of you is making my mouth water.
I haven't taken on the flavor of the food at A, you know.
Come along now, just a taste. Give me your arm.
I didn't know you walked that way, Mr. Jones.
I walk every way, my dear fellow.
This is a waste paper basket, look. And there's still rubbish inside.
Indeed? Then let us pry. I've discovered recently I have a penchant for exploring the contents of others' waste paper baskets.
I sincerely hope only for your word.
Here we have a notice issued to passengers from 3 days ago.
3 days ago. That might be before we arrived in London then. When I was still aboard myself. Evacuation drill notice 31st October. Oh wait, oh come on! Ah yes, there was an evacuation drill. I remember now. For our safety and security, our first-class passengers were constantly under the watchful eye of the crew. So it was a welcome relief to have some privacy for one. Okay, let's read it proper now. Oh, cannot do it right now. Okay.
Nope.
These are the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons of over the dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Additionally, there are severe punishments for stowing away in wardrobes and or travel cases. Oh, they updated the rule!
I feel the rules have increased since I last read them. Probably just my imagination.
What about the fact that they're not straight on the wall? Doesn't that strike you?
You may be right. Probably just your imagination, though. A trifle.
And you know what I was... Oh.
And you know what I always say, Mikotoba? There's nothing important about trifles.
What about
also, hi, Astro.
Hey, Astro. What about truffles?
Do I look like a hog to you, Mr. Mikotoba?
Well, you look hog in the scenery, after all.
Wow. Okay.
It's probably just my imagination, but I think that might be slightly off. Plenty of reading material to keep passengers occupied on the long sea voyages. I found the mixture of classic literature and easy reading to be the most satisfactory, I must say.
Whoever stocked this bookcase was a hopeless heretic. There's no copy of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, my dear fellows.
I'm afraid it's just me, but no, you're quite right. More blasphemous than overlooking the Bible.
I shall leave a copy behind. I just happen to have one with me.
You're a true missionary of the Church of Great Detectives, aren't you?
They also call me their idol.
Okay, this is suspicious. The walls is a slightly different color just here. Do you see?
Indeed, what you have observed arises when a frame that has been hanging for some time is removed and an ad break is coming up.
Of course it is. We'll be back soon.
Yes, we shall. The game is a hand. Hey, welcome back.
We're back. Hello? Oh.
Yes, hi. Perhaps your friend is an art thief.
Now there's a bold deduction worthy of a great detective, and sure.
He may very well be the elusive thief who's been plaguing France's galleries of late. I hear he used a cherry picker to infiltrate the Louvre.
Oh yes, I hear it's called Lupin. I'm pretty sure I wonder you ever make it at some point in your life. I prefer to much focus and attention elsewhere, chums, don't you? But outline on the wall. I feel as though in my head spotted something of a similar shape and size elsewhere. Oh!
Hey, Andy.
Hello, Andy. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're in the middle of an investigation with the dynamic duo. Hey, Dekus. And hello, Andy, as well. Let's see if we can do a little shout out to them. Hold on, let me remember how to do it. That is first and... There you go. Yep, they were playing Baldur's Gate 3. How was it, by the way?
They were playing Bald. Okay.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Bald.
Oh. Anyway. Let's check the trunk because, yes.
Let's check the clothes.
That's a very sizable
That's
trunk.
a very sizable trunk indeed, and I thank you not to step on my lines, good sir.
Seishiro is partial to all things large.
So am I, if you know what I'm saying. And a rather clumsy fellow if he failed to notice he'd left that behind.
Perhaps he left on purpose. It's lighter than you might think, but still a hindrance to a speedy escape. What the?
There might be a bomb inside. Pity. It's locked, so we can't look inside.
Surely 5 seconds from now the situation will be quite different, though.
Sadly not. It has a 7-digit combination lock. And I'm not in a morose enough mood to work through all the combinations at present. Uh-oh.
You are still here? Abel Seaman Stroganov. Hello again. Tip my hat to you.
I was beginning to think you'd never materialize.
You are waiting for me?
Of course! I was expecting you to burst in with a hearty Russian profanity far sooner.
I was in trouble with Captain because of trick you played before. Poor innocent chicken. It is all your fault. Ship is leaving port soon. Get off now.
Of course, we shall disembark presently, my dear fellow, but first... there is something that must be done.
What are you talking about?
Why, naturally... the debunking of your deceit for the bearing of the trunk. Of the truth.
Kakoi?
I'm afraid I see through your lies. For the one thing, Mr. Jigoku has not yet left this vessel at all.
Ah!
And for another, my dear Seaman Stroganov, you know exactly where the man is even as we speak, don't you?
But how can you? Good gracious, Shams. You mean you work it out? All of it?
It's really been too long, hasn't it, old friend? 10 years, no less.
Oh my god, we're doing this! Oh.
So, would you care to join me for a dance of my inimitable logic and reasoning?
Nothing will please me more. I've been looking forward for this. What is this? What are spotlights? What is going on? Boot!
We have but minutes until this vessel puts to sea. No games now.
How you doing this?
It's my stand, you see. Time is of the essence. Mr. Stroganoff, allow me to remind you of your earlier claim. You told us that Jigoku left the ship 2 hours ago.
Nah, that is very fair.
Sadly, that was a rather clumsy lie.
Partners, the games is a fool.
You see, there is something in this room that quite clearly contradicts it.
What? Ah, yes, of course.
And I see you've noted it too, Mikotoba. Then please do take the lead. What in this cabin shows the impossibility of Jigoku having disembarked 2 hours ago? Let's see what the last 3 years have done to your observational skills then, Mikotoba.
It's been 10 years since the last distance jobs, not 3.
Why, of course it has. Quite. That was a test. Now, all the clues are here in this cabin for your eyes to see. But as I always say, you must not merely look, but observe. Observe and the answers become clear. So, impress me.
I think I can manage that. I'm gonna say this. The ice is too fresh.
Yeah, the ice is very fresh.
Well, let's see what he said just in case. Oh no, no, you ought to take that. Yep.
I mean, it is a dance of deduction. What do you expect?
Sorry. Perhaps you should clear away the glass.
How curious that the ice shouldn't have melted despite it being abandoned 2 hours ago.
Ah!
It would appear that the man was here in this very cabin until moments before our arrival. With this well-chilled glass in hand.
Get your mind off the refreshments, Sholmes.
One might even conclude that somebody informed him of our boarding. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Stroganoff?
But why would Seishiro run from us?
Before we consider that question, allow me to confirm one small matter. Would I be correct in saying that these first-class cabins of the SS Grouse are the same ones in which you and Mr. Jigoku were accommodated on your voyage from Japan?
That's right. There are. I was in the cabin next door, and Seishiro was... Yes. 50 days in this very cabin during our voyage.
As I suspected, for you see, there are traces in this cabin of a dark secret that Mr. Jigoku had to hide.
What traces? I know nothing about this.
Ah, this is news to you, is it, Mr. Stroganoff?
Then not harder. Hi, Saber. Sholmes, what exactly are you getting at?
As I said, there are traces in this cabin of some nefarious activity. something that appears out of place, which I'm quite sure won't have escaped your notice.
Oh! Something out of place in here.
Yeah, that rules board looks kind of crooked. That's the key to this, Mikotoba.
More than crooked, actually.
The remnants of the dark deed that took place here are being masked by something quite incongruous. I must say I didn't foresee ever doing this dance of deduction with you again, Mikotoba.
No, quite. But life is full of unexpected twists and turns, as we would well know. Now then, let's see if I uncover the truth here. Let's bust a move, Mr. Schultz.
Yes, you have the floor, my dear fellow.
Is that floor here?
Yep.
Up, up, up. It's the rules of passage in this frame here. They're obviously out of play. The way you're hanging crook on the wall, as if they were put there in a hurry.
Yes, as I'm sure you've already concluded. That frame was originally over here. The same shape and size are a perfect match.
You are right! With the frame move!
Hardly the most observant of crewmen, are you, Mr. Stroganov? I would think your captain is quite justified in having his reservations about your reliability.
How dare you! Oh! Oh dear, that really seemed to touch a nerve.
So, Mikotoba, why don't you lift that frame off the wall?
Certainly you should. Oh!
A gunshot wound.
That looks like a bullet hole. What? Who has been shooting walls?
I see. The projectile has been removed. Clearly, the careful occupant of this room has already disposed of it. Now then, Mr. Stroganov.
Ah!
I have the distinct impression that you're attempting to shield said occupant.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why will try to protect Easter Stranger? And oh my fucking god, I think who the assassin is. In this case.
So we're talking about the same man, I see. Good.
Ooh!
I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this in no time, aren't you? Because there's some very noteworthy evidence that explains the reason why you're lying for the man. Yes, you've been told to keep up this pretense, as clearly shown by...
I really don't know how to approach this one, Shulm.
My dear Mikotoba, simply keep first principles in mind. Study your subject from every angle. And I'm quite sure you'll see it. In fact, I'd put a wager on it.
So I'm to glare at the fellow for all sides. Well, I certainly can do that. Okay, I gotta say, this is the
Where's
first
his
time
gaze going?
to the side, but aside from that, this is the first time I see Shones as like in full power.
Yep. He was only holding himself back to help Ryunosuke with his deduction abilities.
Huh. Let's see. Oh!
Oh, hello!
Money! Money.
They don't have the time to be wasting on games.
Yep. Take that. It's almost too obvious for words.
Quite the universal language of the world, money.
Put! And I'll wager that the Eastern fellow in question is Seishiro Jijoku. Yes. Ah! So, I presume you realize what this means. There are clear signs that a crime has been committed in this cabin. And the way you're going, sir, you find yourself accused of being an accomplice. But
I believe you know, Mr. Stroganov. You know where Mr. Jigoku is hiding at this precise moment in time. Oh, he's
What?
looking at the trunk.
But
As always, Mikotoba, in matters of deduction, the furtive glance is your unfaltering ally.
yes, I think you're onto something here, Schultz. You found the chink in this burly fellow's armor.
We need only to follow the man's gaze to know where our prey is hiding. The slightest flicker of the pupils, a minutely delayed blink. Nothing escapes my attention, even that which is barely perceptible.
Holy shit! You could hardly call this barely perceptible, Schultz. The man's turned his entire head. It's not exactly what you describe as a furtive glance, is it? It's almost too obvious.
We shall let your tapping toes decide, my dear fellow.
And obviously the trunk. Take that! You turned immediately to look at this large trunk, didn't you? Ah! The truth is, Seishiro Jigoku was unable to escape from the ship in time. And is, at this very moment, doing his best to stifle his breath inside this trunk.
If he still has a breath to take, I fear he may be running dangerously low on air. I imagine he didn't count on us making a nuisance of ourselves for quite so long. I think it would be in everyone's best interest for us to open the trunk as quickly as possible.
But how can we? Are you forgetting about the combination lock? We don't know the 7-digit lock code, but I think I know where to look for it.
The combination lock can't be opened from inside the trunk. Therefore, there must have been an arrangement for somebody to open it after our departure.
Put! Of course.
In short, before Jigoku hid himself inside that trunk, he must have told somebody the 7-digit number for the lock. As I'm sure you can confirm, Mr. Stroganov.
No! No! I know nothing about combination code! I can see it already.
Don't move a muscle, my good seaman.
How are you doing this? He said already.
That's actually really fucking clever.
He already said he was using a stand, Mr. Stroganoff. Just bear with it.
Now, Mikotoba, would you do the honors and open the trunk?
How on earth you expect me?
It's a 7-digit number, remember? Quickly now, we have little time.
Okay, so it's show backwards.
So that's 5, 2, 3, 1, 0, 4, 5.
Yeah.
The digits only go from 0 to 5. That's
Yes.
a very poor combination.
Yeah. SHOLEMES. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Take that. Click. Okay. That did it. It's open. Okay.
You had to meddle, didn't you?
Damn.
Well, Eugen, you found me now.
Seishiro. I was really hoping beyond hope not to find you here, you know.
But you're not entirely unsurprised, I take it.
No, quite. I just wish there were some other way.
Well, are you ever going to introduce me? Ah, your reputation precedes you, Mr. Sholmes. I've read your stories for many of your exploits.
Excuse my manners, Sholmes. This is Mr. Jijoku, my old friend and traveling companion.
The devil is in the details, Mikitoba. I believe you meant to say your old friend and traveling companion. Who made the cowardly decision to flee the country without a word to anyone when things turned sour.
Ouch.
I see my reputation precedes me as well. What an honor.
Oh my god, what's going on? Well, Seishiro, are you going to explain all this?
You know it all by now, I imagine. What you didn't know, of course, is that 3 days ago, on the night before our arrival in Britain, an attempt was made on my life here on this very ship.
By the Reaper of the Bailey. Yes, since heard. Because you were once prosecuted by the Reaper. Sorry, where are you? 10 years ago now, mind you.
And I had no idea at the time what a dangerous individual he was. Anyway, when we arrived in London to find the symposium was postponed until goodness knows when, it became all too apparent to me that I might very well be targeted again.
So you decided to flee the capital without saying a word to me about it?
I'm afraid so, yes. Of course, I realize now that I really ought to have confided in you. It's somewhat surprising, I must say. What is? Well, first-class cabins aboard luxury steamships are in very short supply. It's more than a little hard to believe that this one just happened to be available. And so says the protagonist of some colorful short stories. Well, I don't care for your opinion. The cabin did just happen to be available, so I purchased a ticket and here I am.
I just seen for myself the obvious remnants of that incident in this cabin. So you already purchased your return ticket before we even dock in Dover, had you? To prevent anyone else taking this cabin and seeing the evidence. Is that it?
Eugen, I have nothing to say to you. Well, in a mere 5 minutes, this ship will set off from its onward voyage and not make port again until Italy. I'm afraid we must insist that you disembark with us at once. You have no jurisdiction over my movements.
We have this, Seishiro. Take it.
What is it?
It's a subpoena from the Old Bailey. You're a man of the law. You know what the ramifications of ignoring a document like this from the British courts will be. They have one oh my god.
You came prepared then, Eugen.
Oh, his look changed. Come on, let's go.
One moment.
What is it, Sean?
Inside Mr. Jigoku's trunk. I found this rather fascinating trinket.
Oh.
It's the wind-up turnstile for the pocket watch.
What is that? Seishiro.
I can't help you, I'm afraid. Some small component from something. But what, I have no idea.
by the look on his face. I think he generally doesn't know.
Well, let us pocket it as a small souvenir of our brief sojourn in France.
Well, John Naruhodo, I think we've done as much as we can, I'm afraid. The rest will be on the shoulders of you and your assistant. Ooh.
Don't worry, we're almost at a break.
Kazuma Asogi, I know you. I know you wouldn't lie. But still, there's no doubt that you're holding something back. You know more than you're saying.
During the past 30 minutes, while this court was adjourned, all possible efforts were expended. But sadly, Mr. Jigoku's whereabouts could not be ascertained. Take care, Izzy. We must escape the unfortunate conclusion that the Reaper has already done the deed.
Take care, Izzy.
There's no sense in wasting any more of the court's time. The prosecution calls for an immediate verdict.
Objection. No, the trial cannot end now.
You're a Japanese man, Ryunosuke. You should know when to lay down your sword.
And you should know never to press soon when the battle is won.
The court has already been presented with all the evidence and heard all the relevant testimony. And there can only be one conclusion, that the accused is guilty.
All relevant testimony. Far from it. There's still a crucial witness, from whom the court is yet to hear a single word of testimony.
In that case, call your witness to the stand at once, counsel.
Yes, my lord. Tomorrow, if possible. The witness is already on his way and scheduled to arrive tomorrow.
Who on earth is this crucial witness?
Seishiro Jigoku. The very man alleged murder by the Reaper.
Judge Jigoku! You found him? But the investigations of every policing resource in the capital suggest that Jigoku is already dead. How in the name of God did you find the man?
He was located in France during the recess, at the port of Dunkirk. Thanks to one of Mr. Herlock Sholmes' famous deductions.
Herlock Sholmes.
Inspector Gretson almost certainly met with Mr. Jigoku on the night of his death. Because along with Prosecutor Sogi, Gregson was on a mission to assassinate the man. Which means that Seishiro Jigoku is the sole witness. Who can clarify exactly what happened aboard the SS Grouse on the 31st of October?
Well, it would appear that it's too soon to move to adjudication at this point. The prosecution concurs. The court must hear Mr. Jigoku's testimony. No judgment should be passed until all testimony has been considered. In that case, I hereby call the end of today's proceedings. Court will reconvene at the same hour tomorrow.
Damn.
No objections from either side?
No, my lord.
No objections, my lord.
We'll live to fight another day. but the skin of our teeth.
Well, next week's going to be pretty interesting, huh?
Oh, yes. Woo! Oh, one hell of a ride.
I know, right?
Okay, saving. Oh, we are gonna have investigation. Okay.
A small one. I took a look. It's actually a really small scene.
Okay, so we can get... Okay, we'll see. And hold on. So yeah, next week is gonna be one hell of an investigation. And test and trial, of course. Okay, that being said, let's see real quick. Let me check. Manager, yeah, there you go. Manager, yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. Okay. Where to assign a good people? Let's see who's playing. Hey, DJ is playing Dispatch. Why not? Let's send it to him. Then I got to DJ. DJ, I mean, sorry. So yeah, next week we'll continue with this story. As for what's gonna happen the rest of the week, I still need to figure out. Because a lot of things going on and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Anywho, we'll see you next week for another session of the Great Ace Attorney.
Bye!
And